Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to a very special day at a very special place. Behind me is Ruby Roadster, and I have brought her to Topaz because we're going to be doing some really cool stuff this week. All I need to say is she is surrounded by the most spectacular display of incredible cars and a little bit overwhelmed. But let's head on inside and I'll tell you more about what I'm up to. So, welcome to Topaz. This is a place I've wanted to come to for such a long time. It is a proper Aladdin's cave full of automotive loveliness. I'm sure many of you know who Topaz are, but these guys specialize in paint correction and PPF and work with some of the most prestigious car manufacturers there are. So when clients buy top-end supercars and hypercars, often they get bought here first, go through a full paint correction, PPF, then go back to the dealer before the client handover. And in the workshop, there are just some incredible cars. I will walk you around the workshop very, very shortly. And if you hear any beautiful noises in the background, that's supercars being moved around. So apologies in advance for that. But what am I doing here? Because I don't own a supercar. Well, I'm sure many of you know that recently I collected my John Cooper Works Roadster Ruby from Darren at Mulgari, having had quite a bit of work done. And she's just completely revitalized, and I absolutely love her to bits. But during that video, there were a few comments about the paint work on Ruby. Now, just to put into context, it's a 10-year-old car. She's done very nearly 70,000 miles. And clearly the paintwork is not going to be pristine, but is there something that can be done about that? Well, it just happens to be really good timing because I was recently contacted by the guys here at Topaz and asked if I was interested in working with them to promote their range of car cleaning and detailing products that they've recently launched. And I'm like, well, absolutely, I would love to. So the plan is, the very first thing is I've turned up in Ruby today and she's going to go into the workshop for the next probably 3 days for a full paint correction process. And then once she's got the most beautiful, perfect paintwork ever, then I'm going to be able to really utilize all of these car cleaning and detailing products to keep her in tip-top condition. But this range of products, the really cool thing is I'm going to be able to offer you a 15% discount when you use my discount code. And all of these products are the same products that the guys use here on all of the really high-end cars that they work on. It's their own recipe. They have it manufactured in the UK. And there's a whole range of stuff from snow foam to tyre dressings to this one's a clay lubricant. And we're going to find out more about the different products. But I thought it would be quite interesting to have a walk around the shop downstairs and have a look at some of the cars being prepared. I'm then going to leave Ruby here and the guys are going to get some nice video of the work being done over the next 3 or 4 days. And I'm going to collect her towards the end of the week. And when I collect her, we can have a really good look at the new brought to life paintwork, but also talk about some of these products in detail. So let's go and have a look around the workshop because there's some really nice things in there. Although there are some nice things I'm not allowed to point a camera at, but I know what I can and what I can't point my camera at. I think you're going to enjoy this bit. So before we go and have a look inside, I thought I'd come out because Ruby's just getting checked in, if you like. So first up is a full video of the car, I guess just to make sure what the current condition is when she's dropped off. But she's parked outside Topaz and we've got such amazing cars. I mean, that 911 there is beautiful. There's a Pura Sangue just there. There's a GT3 RS in the corner over there. There's another Pura Sangue just starting to go through the detailing process there. Absolutely incredible place. And then on the inside, it's even better. So the idea really is to just have a really good look at the paintwork. I know there are areas, even Darren flagged up, some of the paint on the rear panels there, a little bit scratched. The bonnet is quite badly chipped. and typical wear really for a car of its age. So the guys are going to do their best. There's also a nasty dint as well in the front bonnet, but yes, hopefully they're going to make the outside look lovely. I know it's really noisy in the background, but there's a pura sangue getting cleaned. And then also they're going to do an interior detail as well. Have a look at the seats, although the seats are in pretty good nick, to be fair. So first up, this is the cleaning bay. When the cars come in here, they get a really good clean and detail before they go inside for PPF. But yeah, that pura sangue, what a car. First up, this is one of two 911 Dakars in the Rough Roads livery that they've got in here, having a full PPF, and then the most stunning RS. I mean, that is a proper bit of kit. But yeah, to watch these guys work, the skill levels are huge. I've seen a bit of PPFing when I had my car done, and just the attention to detail is amazing. So once the car's been through the detailing and cleaning bay, which is over there, it comes in here, and they've got teams of guys doing the PPF, cutting patterns and so on. And then there's a couple of Mansory Cullinans. This thing is just off the scale. Firstly, it's massive, but it's quite a ballsy spec. The amount of exposed carbon on it is amazing. But again, that's having a full PPF, as is this one. And this one here, when you have a look at it, it's got, look at that marble bonnet there, exposed carbon bonnet, Spirit of Ecstasy, just an incredible thing. I'm not so sure how I feel about Mansory and the stuff they do to cars. It's certainly an acquired taste, but yeah, that is quite something. So next thing, we're going to head upstairs because there's some really lovely cars upstairs. Okay, so up here straight away, there's the most incredible colour. I think Lamborghini do some of the most striking colour palettes out there, but that, for me, and I don't think it's going to come across on camera at all, it is just beautiful, beautiful thing. Lovely GT2 RS just there. There's a Defender in the background, and then a couple of real classics. An F50. Now, it's not really until you come into here and have a look. One of the things, I don't know whether it will come across on camera at all, but you can see the thinness of the paint and the carbon underneath must make these so difficult to work on. But absolutely amazing to see. And then over here, an absolute legend, an icon. How many of you my age maybe had something like an F50 on the wall, or maybe its predecessor, the F40, and then the Countach. Now, my big challenge with these cars is they're probably one of the most iconic supercars ever, but they are tiny. I physically don't fit in one of these. I got to sit in a car very similar to this at a track day a few years ago, and I couldn't even get in the door. Couldn't get my legs under the steering wheel. But this having full paint correction, kind of machine polishing, and amazing car. And then that, look at that. God, tan and green combo doesn't get any better for me. So yeah, some beautiful, beautiful cars. And finally, it's the 992 GTS. Beautiful. And then I had to show you this hypercar majesty, this Wyra, very special livery this. Original customer was Mexican, hence the Mexican flag. But just these things, when you look at them close up, they are absolute works of art. Beautiful, beautiful things. Now, interesting, this car is actually having black PPF applied because the paintwork, the paint job's just a little bit too much out there for the new owner, I think. And then also satin black wheels, I believe. But yeah, just amazing when you walk around here, and I find Pagani's, any of the Paganis, absolutely mesmerizing to look at. They are works of art, whether it's the carbon work of the body, the exposed carbon on the rear diffuser and so on. If you ever see an exposed carbon bodied car, they are incredible. And then you've also got just little things like these little leather details here. beautiful. And then the interior is incredible as well. But yeah, so they'll cater for pretty much anything here, but that's about as exclusive and as special as you're going to get. Well, spring forward a few days and the guys here at Topaz have worked their magic in a way that I am going to find very difficult to put on film and actually very difficult just to comprehend. She looks incredible. The amount of work that's gone into this car is immense. A full paint correction and just interior and exterior detailing. She looks as good as the day she came out the factory. So let's take a quick whiz around and then I'll explain to you the processes she's been through, and then we can talk about how I'm going to get her to stay looking this good once I get home. But honestly, unbelievable. So I've moved her. Cars move around here a lot, and it's like the most expensive game of car Tetris you've ever seen. Literally hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of cars being maneuvered. But I've parked her up here. You've had a quick whiz round. Let me talk you through all of the things that have been done to this car in the last few days, and then we can have a chat about the different products that I can now use to keep the car looking as good as it is. And don't forget, I'm going to be able to offer a discount code, Petrol Ped 15. I'm going to put a link in the description below and a link in a pinned comment. If you go through that link and you buy any of the products, you'll get 15% off and you will be able to keep your car looking as good as this, hopefully. But yeah, let's have a quick chat about all of the work that's been done on Ruby so far. First up, a deep clean. Getting into all of the grimy bits, cleaning the bits that I never clean underneath the boot lid, around the filler cap, on the side scuttles. The car was really clean anyway, but they've just taken it to an absolutely totally different level, right inside all of the grille on the rear bumper there, around the badge, getting all the contaminants, then cleaning the hood. So the hood was cleaned and treated, so the water beads off now. Really, really impressive. But then the work started on the paint. A machine polish. Now what the guys have done, as well as masking off all of the plastics, they also masked off a couple of areas so we could do a compare before and after. So we've got this little rectangle on the side, one of the parts of the bodywork that was most badly scratched, and just cleaning it off. Again, more machine polishing, the level of detail. Ruby's never had a machine polish before. She's been cleaned and detailed and ceramic coated in the past. Just masking off on the rear spoiler. And when you see the before and after on this, you'll realise just, one, what the condition of the paintwork was, but the level that Topaz can bring paintwork back to life. Just pull the masking tape back off now, get the light out and look at that before and after. It's just like glass. Absolutely amazing. Same thing here, pulling the masking tape off and get the inspection lamp off before and after. The difference is unbelievable. You can see the swirls and the scratch marks before and then after. And now the bodywork has this lovely mirrored finish. Now we can use all of the Topaz detailing products to maintain the bodywork. No more sponges to be used on the car. There we go, on the top of the bumper there, before and after. Just a remarkable difference. And then to work on the inside with leather cleaner on the seats, just to bring those seats back to life, to nourish the leather, to get them looking as good as possible. Absolutely amazing results. Okay, now there is an extensive range of Topaz detailing products. I'm not going to be able to talk through all of them. I just wanted to have a quick walk around the car and point out a few things. Firstly, I think these wheels have come up absolutely incredibly. They were very clean anyway, but this iron remover will get all of the nasties around the tyres, the wheels and the brakes. off when you're giving it a wash. And then you know me, I'm a big fan of a Michelin sidewall, but this tyre dressing down here has really helped these PS5s come up and just look awesome. And I think when you take a step back, not only does the car sit so beautifully now, Darren's worked his magic, but when the tyres are clean, when the wheels are clean, it's really quite something. A lot of paint correction done on this rear 3/4, quite a few nasty scratches. It's like glass now, the paintwork. But when I get home, I'll be able to use either quick detailer if I just want a quick shine, or shampoo and snow foam. And this is quite a nice kit as well. So this is a kit available on the website. You can basically buy this and you've got a whole bunch of things in there all in one place. So you don't have to pick and choose of the bottles. You can literally just pick a ready-made kit. And then the interior for me, I asked when I dropped the car off whether they could do anything about the Alcantara on the steering wheel. A 70,000 mile, 10-year-old steering wheel. It was a bit minging, but it's just like new. It's come up so brilliantly. And that's this fabric cleaner that's done that. And then there's also a fabric protector that you can put on. So the steering wheel looks like it's basically come out of factory. And then if I just open up the door, my seats are in pretty good nick anyway, but they were quite shiny. And they've used the leather cleaner and leather conditioner. And they've now got this lovely dull finish. They just look absolutely amazing. Now, part of the level 2 cleaning process that the car's been through is a complete engine bay detail. Now, Darren had made this a lot better than when I dropped it off to him before Christmas, but now it's literally spotless. All of the plastics are cleaned and dressed. It just looks incredible under there. And then underneath the hood, all of that, whether it's the metal or the trim here, it just looks amazing. It really does look like it's just come out of factory. I cannot recommend that process enough. Well, there you go, in the iconic Topaz handover bay. Sadly, it's absolutely chucking it down with rain outside, so she's not going to be staying this shiny for long. But a fascinating process. A massive thank you to Topaz for all their hard work and being able to offer you a discount code of 15% on their range of detailing products is really, really exciting. So please check out the link below. I'll put it in the description and in a pinned comment. Just use discount code PetrolPed15 and you can get your 15% off. And hopefully get your car looking as clean and as shiny as mine. And I've got no excuses now to maintain the paintwork. It's a 10-year-old car, 70,000 miles. It's not perfect. I think probably we could do with a front end respray. There's a few chips and so on. The guys here are magicians, but they're not that much of a magician to get rid of chips and so on. And then there's a few little bits of scuffs down the side, but that's just age. The rest of the bodywork, the really nasty scratches on the rear 3/4 panels, I thought they were there for forever, but they've gone. They're lovely and shiny. The interior looks new and refreshed. It's amazing. But I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. I'm now going to try and not be distracted too much by the amazing cars that side of the camera, and I'm going to get in Ruby and drive her home. Don't forget, have a look at the link in the description below. Head over to Topaz Detailing, get your 15% off and clean your car. Anyway, I'll see you on the next film, guys. You take care. Drive safe.